What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. It's your Reese, and I'm back with another video. Today's video, as you guys can tell by the title, is a story time. Basically, I'm telling y'all the truth. I'm giving y'all the tea of what really went down in St. Maarten. Like, the exclusive. You're only gonna hear it from me, okay? And quick disclaimer, I don't want anybody to seem like I'm blaming anybody. This is nobody's fault. Nobody could have predicted this. If somebody would have told us this was gonna happen, we would have been like, you're bugging, like you're just jealous or whatever. Like, nobody's blaming nobody. I'm just telling y'all the tea, what happened. That's it. So basically, the quick background is that me and Franzia, we've been planning a trip for over a year now. Since like last April, we booked flights to go to Puerto Rico, and obviously the pandemic hit. We was on lockdown. Even Puerto Rico was on lockdown. Like, everybody had to quarantine. Everybody had to stay in their house. So we couldn't go anywhere. So we ended up getting like a voucher. We had to cancel our trip. So ever since then, every time we talk, we'd be like, oh, when we gonna go on our vacation? When we gonna go on our trip? Blah, 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 blah. So fast forward to when all three of us, me, Franzi, and Alexis, we went to Sojo Spa. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out. I'll put it in the description down below. You know, it was brought to my attention that Lex's birthday is coming up, and she was planning to go away, but like nothing was set in stone, right? So I'm like, I might be able to look up stuff. Like, we're all of us are trying to like go away. We're down to travel, and I look at flights probably like literally every day or every other day. It's like a habit. Like, I have to look at flights. I want to know what the prices are. You know, you got to get the good deals, okay? So I look at flights every day. So I'm like, let me look at some stuff and I'll get back to y'all. Basically, St. Maarten was where we was going. At first, it was going to be a solo trip, but, you know, I just was like, I did tell these girls that I would look up something. So how would it look that I'm going on vacation by myself when I just told them like 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago that I would help look for a trip? What? So we all came to the conclusion that St. Maarten was a go. Franzia, she picked the hotel, and you know, we were all getting prepared for this trip. So the day of the trip, which was Sunday, April 25th, is the day we leave. And I want to say prior to the day we left, I felt like nobody besides me was really excited still about this trip. In the beginning, I felt like, okay, we was excited because we were all getting away. But as the days got closer, I felt like they were not really into it, and I was still the only hype one. Like, we going to St. Maarten, we going out the country, finna get our passport stamp. Like, I felt like I was the only hype one. I kept posting countdowns on Instagram, like, I'm traveling, you know. And I feel like they just wasn't with it. So the day of the trip now, I'm not gonna go into detail because if you haven't watched the vlog, go watch it. In the beginning for like 10 minutes, we talk about it. But basically, Lexis didn't get approved by St. Maarten's embassy because she took the wrong COVID test. So she ended up having to rebook her flight for the next day, which was Monday. So let's still stick to Sunday. So Sunday, Lexis wasn't able to come with us on the flight. Like, she wasn't able to travel with us. So, you know, obviously we feel bad. Like, it's supposed to be the three of us, three amigos or whatever. And, you know, everybody's kind of like bummed out about it. So as we're walking to the gate to our flight that we almost missed because when we got there, it was like last boarding call, and we was like, when did y'all start boarding? Like, I just got the notification that y'all was boarding 5 minutes ago. Like, okay. So anyways, as we walk into the gate, you know, Franzia is telling me how, you know, she didn't want to come on the trip anymore, you know, for whatever reasons that she was going on in her personal life. I'm not gonna tell that, you know. But basically she wasn't feeling the trip anymore. She just had a lot going on and she wanted to cancel, but she basically, like, I guess in a way she didn't want to take a L on the hotel that she put down money for, whatever. And she was just gonna try to make the best of it. You know, she was gonna keep high spirits, basically. So I'm telling her, like, girl, like, why didn't you tell me this? Like, if you really felt this way, like, you didn't have to come. Like, I was gonna go regardless whether y'all came or not. But, you know, communicate with me. Like, let me know. Even though I already knew in the back of my head that something was going on, because, like, I just knew. Us Virgos, we know. So, you know, we're talking on the flight, whatever. We get to St. Maarten, and I felt like we were both excited. We were sad, we were bummed out at the same time that Lexus wasn't here to, like, you know, experience, you know, what. Well, we didn't experience a lot of stuff. Like, we just took a cab to the hotel. But anyways, we were bummed out that she wasn't here or whatever. So probably, like, not even like a full probably like 2 hours in of us arriving in St. Maarten, we get dressed, we go to the pool, and as we're getting out the pool to go to the beach, Franzia ends up catching a Charlie horse while she's swimming. So basically, where we had our stuff, I'm tired. I'm tired, y'all. So where we had our stuff at, like our flip-flops, our towels on the little beach chairs or whatever, was like all the way at the end of the pool. And that side of the pool is like 7 feet. Your girl cannot swim. So what am I doing over this side? Anyways, so I'm literally like holding on to the ledge, like trying to make my way to the end, to the stairs or whatever. At this point, my feet is not touching the bottom of the pool. Like, I'm literally holding on for dear life. So Franzia's swimming, and she ends up catching a Charlie horse, right? So she was like, Therese, help me, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, girl, help you? Like, what? So I'm like, you know, I cannot swim. She's like, just give me a hand. So I'm holding on, and I reach for her hand, because, like, obviously my back is towards the people on the pool, like, because I'm literally on the edge, like, trying to make my way. So my back is towards her, and I try to reach for her hand, and, like, it was only like a 2-second hold, like 1, 2, and I let go of her hand because I thought I was gonna drown. Okay, we both cannot be drowning. The freaking lifeguard is all the way up there by the slide. It was a hot mess. So as I let go of her hand, she ended up, like, grabbing onto my cover up, and my cover up is like mesh, so it has like multiple holes. So her finger got caught in one of the holes. So her finger got caught. Now her nail is broken. Her nail is bleeding, and it just was over for that day. I don't want to say the trip. It was just over for that day. Her nail broke. We only been here about 2 hours, and the day is done. Okay, the day is done for sis. She's over it. She's like, whatever. She just want to go in a room, and I can't blame her, because females, if y'all know, breaking a nail, it's the worst thing that could happen. Okay, this shit starts throbbing. It's just a hot mess. So I knew what she was going through, but at the same time, you know, I just was like, well, it's my first day, so I'm gonna catch you later. You good? You got your band-aid, you resting, you in the bed. I'm gonna catch you later, and I'm gonna go to the beach. Kind of sounds selfish, but I don't think she took it that way. I would hope not. Like, I wasn't gonna sit in a room because of a nail. Like, I don't think anybody took it away. Anyway, so that's day one. So Lexus never made it, and Franzia's nail broke, right? So we just went to dinner, and we ended up going to sleep or whatever. Because the next day Lexus was gonna come, and all right, things are gonna start to be getting back on track. So we thought. It's Monday. Lexus arrived. We're at the beach. We're talking about what type of things we want to do, what type of excursions is out here. And yeah, so we go back to the room, and well, before we went back to the room, Franzia went back to the room, and me and Lexus, we stayed back, and we ended up like walking like the street that our hotel is on, just to see like what's around, like if there's bars or restaurants that we wanted to go to outside of our hotel. So we ended up Robin Hood. So we ended up walking the strip, and literally everything is closed. The only thing is open is Anil, his jewelry shop that he tried to sell us fake jewelry. It's not fake, but it was cheap. The jewelry was not worth it. So you asked me if I was from Queens, so you've been to Queens. You have people from.
But that's I think the airport is right there, right?
Yeah.
Both of them.
Don't post that on Facebook.
Make that crystal clear.
You're funny.
You said your name was Anil?
Yeah.
We will be back, Anil.
Today my name is Anil.
Today.
Are you going to tell us something different?
Maybe Andy.
Anyway, so everything is dead. We ended up going back upstairs to change because we realized like we saw some stuff, but we didn't have any money on us because remember, we're coming straight from the pool, from the beach, and you know, we just walked out. So we go back upstairs, we shower, we change, we come back outside to go on the other side of the strip, and everything is still closed. So somebody tells us like, it's Monday. What? It's Monday. It's a holiday. I don't even think the guy said it's a holiday. So he's like, it's Monday. And we're like looking at each other like, what? Like, okay. So the way he said it's Monday, you would think like it was a Sabbath a day, it was a church day or something. That's the way I took it. Like, I don't know. Like, he was just like, it's Monday. Like, okay, this is a tourist area. Like, it's Monday. That shouldn't mean anything. Like, the strip still should be. Granted, it's like probably like after 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. It's about to be evening time. Like, you know, things should be opening up. I'm not expecting like bars and stuff to be open at 12 p.m. Granted, but like, it's Monday. Okay. So we ended up going back to the hotel, and all three of us were trying to figure out like, okay, it's Monday. We figure out it's King's Day. It's a holiday. Why the guy didn't say that? Don't ask me. You gotta ask him, okay? You gotta ask the guy in St. Maarten. I don't know why he just didn't say it was a holiday. So we're like, should we rent a car? Like, let's rent a car. Let's just explore St. Maarten. St. Maarten is but so big. Like, we could explore the whole of St. Maarten in one day. So we was all with it to rent a car. When we looked at the fine print is like, oh, the hold is $850. I'm not gonna say that nobody didn't have $850, but nobody was trying to put $850 on a credit card, because I wasn't. Not me, you know. Like, no, I don't care. Like, you get it back 5 to 7 business days. That's too long for me to get back $850 Sorry. So, we were just like, well, okay, car rental's a dub. I ended up finding a ATV place, and I ended up emailing them to let them know, like, can we come in tomorrow, blah 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 blah. So we ended up just getting dressed, going to dinner. That's when we met these two Jamaican guys, the two yardie friend them. And we're talking, and I remember Franzia telling me, like, oh, talking about the food, like, you know, because I was complaining, like, about their food, like, you know, St. Maarten, like, what's your national dish? Like, granted, this is a resort, and, you know, you want to cater to certain people, but for me, who's full-blown Caribbean, you know, not full-blown, don't come for me, but a person who has a Caribbean background, where is the rice and peas? Where's the jerk chicken? Like, where is the authentic Caribbean food at? Like, it's not at this hotel. So I'm telling the guy, I'm like, yeah, man, like, where's the rice and peas? Where's the jerk chicken? Where's the oxtail? Where's, you know? And I'm just, like, going in. So he's like, nah, man, they have oxtail here. I said, oxtail here? I said, we had that yesterday at the buffet, and it was not cutting it. Y'all can see my hair coming out. I was like, it was not cutting it. Like, the oxtail here is tough. Like, it was just... Okay, the oxtail needed to stew some more in the pot. Okay, so he was like, oh, you gotta go to another part of St. Maarten and to get, like, I guess, real authentic food. So we're like, how are we gonna get there? We don't have a car. He was like, oh, you don't have a car? So we telling him what I just told y'all about the 850 hole and blah blah blah. He was like, nah, man, me know somebody, me I'll hook you up, give me a number, right. So we exchanged numbers. Long story short, I don't want to go into the whole conversation, but long story short, his name is Anthony. Shout out to Anthony. Anthony hooked us up with the car rental. He ended up hooking us up with the car rental. He ended up hooking up, I don't want to say us because I don't smoke, but he ended up hooking us up also with ganja, you know, the little. So, you know, he was our hookup. So if anybody going to St. Maarten and you're going to stay in Sonesta, what's the name of the hotel? If you're going to stay in Sonesta, Maho Beach, ask for Anthony. I mean, don't do that. I don't want to get the man in trouble because don't do that. Never mind. Forget it. So Monday night is when we got things in order. Tuesday, we were going to have like an eventful day. So we thought. Now it's Tuesday. And, everything is happening fast. We wake up, we shower, we get dressed, we getting ready to go to start our day. And what happened? Okay, so the ganja people came first. Right after that, within like minutes, the guy picked us up to take us to the rental place, and I signed paperwork and drove to the ATV place, which y'all saw in the vlog. If you haven't watched the vlog, you're probably gonna be lost in what I'm talking about. So it's better if you watch the vlog first and then come back to this video. I'm just saying. Anyways, so we ended up driving to St. Maarten. I'm following behind some car. I don't know where I'm going. We asking for help. We asked the lady for help. We get to the place. Our appointment was at 9 o'clock. We get there probably like 9:20 or something like that. You know, they waited for us. You know, granted, they're gonna wait for us because they want their money. They want to make some money today. So, anyways, in the video, in the vlog, I said that I was scared, which I was because it's my first time riding an ATV, right? It's also Frenzy's first time riding an ATV. Lexus has already done this before in another country. So, but it's automatic, so it's like simple. It's like brake, gas, brake, gas. It's easy. So I thought. Not probably like 30 minutes within us just driving up these random curves, hills, downhill, like, you know, roundabouts. Probably like 30 minutes in, or maybe 45. however long, I end up falling off the ATV. And it just happened so fast that I can't really explain to y'all like how it happened. I just know that I wanted to stop, and instead of me pressing the brake, I pressed the gas, accelerated. I flew right, the bike done flew left, and it was crazy. By the time like I came to realization that I fell, I was underneath Franzia's bike, okay? Try to picture that in your head. I'm underneath somebody's ATV, okay? An ATV is on top of me. So, it's not that bad. Like, anyways, so everybody's like, "Are you okay? Oh my God." Like, everybody's like, trying, like, I feel like everybody was panicking more than I was panicking. And yes, I was scared because I've been in car accidents before. So I'm just like, oh my God, I'm gonna die. Like, so I'm just like trying not to panic as much as they're panicking, because that's gonna make me not want to do this anymore. And I'm all about my money. I paid $100. I'm gonna finish this tour, whether I fell or not. So I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. Like, let's just keep going. Blah, 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 blah. Another course. I don't want to say how long because I really don't know how long. But we were on the main road. So where I fell, I was on the main road. So we stop, and the guy's telling us we're gonna go on like a dirt road, like off-roading, basically, like rocks, sand, grass, whatever. So the guy's like, if the bike leans left, you lean right. If the bike leans right, you lean left. So like you guys don't tip over. I'm looking at him like, no, we not doing this. Y'all could do that. Is there somewhere else I could meet y'all? Like, no. So Franzia's like, oh, go in front, follow him, you know, like just follow him, you'll be fine. It's like a car. It's like a car, right? Okay. So I tried. I literally probably like pressed the gas and I just pressed the brake. And I was like, no, I'm not gonna embarrass myself. It's not happening. So I ended up not going with them on that dirt path road. So me and the other instructor that was behind ended up staying, and we ended up going around to meet them at a meet point. So as we're waiting at the meet point, I'm really out of breath. I'm sorry if this video is sounding out of breath. I'm tired, but I'm trying to hurry up. I don't want this video to be long. But so as we're waiting at the meet point, there's another group that's with us, right? It's me, Franzia, Alexis, and then there's a whole like another family. There's a mom, dad, and their 2 sons. The dad of the group comes and finds us, right? So he's telling them, the dad is telling the instructor that, oh, we have to turn around because somebody got hurt. So immediately I'm like, what? Like, because I think I was on my phone. So I was like, what? I was like, who got hurt? I was like, Franzia, Lexus, as if he knew who they were. So he was like, oh, it's one of your peoples or whatever. And I'm just like, oh my God, like, who done fell off their bike? Like, you know, obviously it's something serious because they never came down the dirt road to meet us. You know, if it was something minor, how my fall was minor, they would have still came down. So I'm immediately like, oh my God, like, I hope everybody's okay, because what I'm gonna tell these people parents, like, what I'm gonna tell them? So a lot is going through my head, like, what the hell? I just started like panicking just a little bit. So we go back to where we left them, and the guy's like, oh, come. Me? Come up there? Are you? No. You see, I told you I didn't want to go up there in the first place. And now you want me to go up there after somebody already got hurt? Does that make sense? Logically? No. Like, come on now. So, I wait for them down where we left them. And I see Frenzia. Frenzia is holding on to one of the instructors for like dear life. And I don't remember if I asked Frenzia or I asked Lexus like what happened. That part is a kind of a blur, but I do know somebody saying that she fell and that she can't walk. I feel like it was Frenzia. I feel like I spoke to Frenzia like first. Anyways, so there was like she can't walk or whatever. So like I'm like, what? Like, what do you mean you can't walk? Like like stop playing with me. Like I'm like, what? Like, what you mean? So she's like, she can't walk, like she feels something moving, and you know, other things were said that I'm not gonna say, but it was just a lot. So he ended up calling somebody from the shop, I guess like the boss or whatever, to let them know that somebody got hurt and we need to go to the hospital. So long story short, we ended up at the hospital. Due to COVID, I feel like this is anywhere in any country, you're only allowed one person. Even sometimes people can't even go inside with you, but they were nice enough to let only one person go with her inside the hospital and, you know, make sure she was good. So that person was Lexus. So it all kind of like worked out too, because Lexus was updating her family and all of that. So it just worked out that she went inside. So I don't know what was said verbatim or what happened within that hour and a half in the hospital. I don't know what the hospital looks like inside. I don't know the doctors. I don't know the staff. Nothing, because I couldn't go in. I tried to. I parked the car and I tried to go in, and security literally stopped me. And I was like, I'm security too. Don't play with me. So I ended up just waiting in the car, and that's when you know, Lexus would come out every now and again and make sure I'm good, and she would go back in, whatever. And that's when Frenzy was like, you know, pull the car around, you know, she's being discharged or whatever. So we were in the hospital for almost about 2 hours. Well, she was in the hospital. I was in the parking lot. And let me tell you something. Listen closely, okay? For $833.26. Yes, I'm including the cents because every penny counts. For $833.26, they told my friend that she was fine. Nothing was broken. You know, they did a I think it's called a CAT scan. They did a CAT scan. They didn't see nothing wrong with the CAT scan. They didn't see nothing wrong. They wrapped her leg up with the bandage. Didn't have crutches. We had to buy our own. She had to buy her own crutches, and provided her with medication to help with the pain. So let me repeat myself. Nothing is wrong. No crutches. For $833. So I think the bill, the CAT scan alone was like 2 something. And then the rest of the money was towards the emergency room. They told my friend she was okay. My friend knows her body. She's like, she's not okay. So, you know, I'm not gonna say she's complaining, but my friend is hurt. So she's talking to us, she's talking to people back home, letting them know like St. Maarten Hospital is trash and whatever. Like, as she should, because she knows something is wrong. So anyways, they're like, we have to go to the pharmacy. The only pharmacy that opens, they open at 4 o'clock. Every other pharmacy is closed because it's a holiday. King's Day. So we waited 2 more hours in a pharmacy parking lot. Okay? Our day is pretty much just waiting. Just waiting in the parking lot. At this point, we ended up getting Domino's or whatever. And Anthony ended up coming and meeting us because we were texting, and I let him know that what happened. And yeah, so for $833, they told my friend she was okay. Keep that in mind, because at the end of this video, I'm gonna tell y'all why the price is bothering me. Okay. So we get the crutches. We ended up going back to the hotel. I asked the hotel if they got a wheelchair, and fast forward, the day is pretty much done for. Like, obviously we couldn't do anything else for the rest of the day. By the time we got back to the hotel, I want to say it was like after 4 o'clock, and the day was done for. You know, I got hurt. Franzia got hurt worse. Like, her injury was more serious than my injury was. I just had like a scraped up knee. And yeah, so this trip is basically done because we leave not tomorrow. We leave Thursday, and we didn't plan anything for Wednesday because we had to take out COVID tests. But we didn't know how the COVID test system runs, so we didn't know if it was going to be an all-day thing because we heard they give everybody the same time to get tested. So we didn't know how many people were going to get tested. So we didn't plan anything for Wednesday. We just was going to play Wednesday by ear. So Wednesday we took our COVID tests, and Wednesday we took our COVID test, and I was like, we got the car. We paying money for this car. Let's just drive around or whatever. So we drive around. We end up back at the dive shop because I'm like, they gonna give us something for free, okay? Like, we got hurt on their watch, even though we signed something. I don't know what we signed. Don't ask me. I don't know what the fine print says. But I was like, we didn't finish. And I remember the guy saying like, oh, text us and let us know what's going on. Ain't nobody texting, okay? Ain't nobody texting, man. So we ended up going back, and he was like, oh, like, y'all was supposed to text me, let me know. Everybody kept asking what happened to y'all, blah, blah, blah. So we're like, we're fine, blah, blah, blah. And the shop is also like a souvenir shop outside of like an excursion place, like to book your excursion. So we ended up getting like a t-shirt and a shot glass for free, and we just bought like some souvenirs to take back home with us. And that was pretty much the day. Like, we just drove around, we got lost and got some KFC, and that was it. So we bought a lot of food when our hotel had food that we paid for. We paid for all inclusive, and we did not utilize that at all. I just want to put that out there. So if you're traveling to St. Maarten, you don't have to necessarily stay in Sonesto because their food is not that expensive at all. Like, you don't have to stay in an all-inclusive hotel. I'm just saying. Anyways, so that was pretty much our trip. We didn't do anything besides the Tuesday of us getting the car rental and ATV in, and then it just went downhill from there. We didn't do anything besides go to the beach, go to the pool. Yeah, everything was pretty much closed. And, you know, Thursday we came back home. So this trip was, you know, I don't know how to describe it because I don't have any words. I'm lost for words. Update. Franzia is okay. Yesterday made 2 weeks since the accident, since she did fall off the bike. So we come back home, she goes to the hospital, and her leg is broken. So I kept stressing the $833 because I could understand if she paid the $833 and they would have told her, like, you know, it's fractured, it's broken, you know, like, go when you go home to, like, you know, go straight to the hospital. They didn't tell her none of that. Like, they said she was fine. They said she was fine and wrapped her leg up with a bandage as if, like, oh, all you gotta do is, like, rest for a few days and put ice on it and you'll be fine. But $833, and when we get back home, it's a whole different story. Yeah, okay. So we were all shocked. Like, we were all shocked. We was like, what? Broken? What do you mean? Like, it was a lot of swelling. It was just a lot that my friend was going through, okay? So, you know, there's possible talks of procedures being done, but right now everything is just a waiting game to see, like, if it can heal on its own. You know, right now she's just in bed, on bed rest, basically. Yeah, so that was our trip. That's the truth of what happened in St. Maarten. And I don't want to discourage anybody from going to St. Maarten, because I will definitely be back in St. Maarten next month in June, hopefully, with another set of people. And I'm actually inviting myself. Like, I need a whole redo. So, and they're actually going during the weekend. So hopefully it's a better experience. It's a better time. If not, if it's like the same thing, boring, everything's closed, St. Maarten will probably never see me again. And my mom is actually going this weekend. So, I mean, we're going to see. We're going to see. We're going to try this again. We're going to try this whole St. Maarten experience again. You know, Franzia is set in stone on never leaving the country again. You know, I'm going to change her mind. I'm going to change her mind on that. We didn't get this passport for nothing. And I say we because I encouraged her. I encourage everybody to get a passport. If I personally know you and you don't have a passport, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be on your ass. Like, ask anybody. I'm going to be on your ass to get a passport, because you're not about to sit here and be like, you traveling again? No. You want to come with me? Let's go. Get your shit and let's go. So, yeah, that's pretty much what happened in St. Maarten, the truth, the tea. And I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Comment down below, you know, let Franzia know that we're praying for her and she's going to have a good recovery and she's going to be fine. And not right now. I know sis doesn't want to travel, not right now. But in the future, you know, we're going to be on another island and it's going to be way better. It's going to be a way better experience. But don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Shout out to my new subscribers. Hi. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.